Well, hello. Good evening to you. And today is day 107 of 100 Days of Codes. And it is me, Kendall, once again, giving you the update on my 200 Days of Code journey. So, obviously, we've already done the round one of 100 Days of Code. Now we're on round two. So, we're saying day 107. So, what did we get up to today? Well, today is Sunday. So, Sunday primarily in my house is a bit of a more of a day of rest. So, we didn't do a whole lot, to be honest. Nothing like Saturday or nothing like the rest of the week. So, today's going to be a little bit more relaxed than normal. But nevertheless, we still do our video. We still let you know what we're up to because we're doing this every single day. Every day, we're coding 1 hour a day. We're being consistent and we're sharing what we got up to. So, today what I got up to is I spent my valuable time and I did some Code Wars problems. Nothing too complicated. Did some level 8s, did some level 7s, did some level 6s. Maybe did 3 or 4, right? And those they took the entirety the entirety of an hour and a half. Because some of them, they stumped me. I'll be honest, they stumped me. And so I was stuck sitting there trying to figure out how to do them. Lots of Googling, lots of planning, lots of rethinking. But man, it's fun. It's like a game. You know what? I love Code Wars because it's like a game. It's enjoyable. Like I was sitting there trying to work out how to go about it. And do I need to reverse this? Do I need to string this? Do I need to push this? Do I need to do the for loop? Do I need to map through it? So for example, I learned something about sort of mapping through something. And if you do map, and then you put something in brackets, and you put the JavaScript method that's built in called number inside of the map, then it will basically map over the whole thing and change it to a number. I thought that was pretty cool. I've used number before, and I've used parse int before, but I've never mapped through something, and then as it maps through it, it changes it to a number. Just had never thought about it before. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, and then where do you split things, and all sorts of things like that. So, yes, I had a lot of fun with that, and, building the components back together, breaking the problem down, and doing that. So I did quite a few of those. I did my little comments. So the way that I break down problems is I make a plan, like we were taught at School of Code. First, you break it down. You break it down into more manageable. And then if you break it down and it's still not manageable, you break it down again. And if it's still not manageable, you break it down again. And you break it down in English until you get to the point where, hey, you know what? I could probably do something with this. So that's exactly what I did. I was like, cool. Looking at it at first, you're like, ooh, I don't know, I'm going to figure this out. And you are thinking in your head, you're thinking, well, it's probably going to take me about half an hour. I've gotten realistic about these things now. Some of them, man, you kick through them and it takes you maybe 5 minutes, right? Because something clicks and you remember something. But then there's other things that you go through and you're trying to solve the problem, and you just don't get it. And so you got to work through it, and you got to break it down. Then you have to change up your strategy. And you're just strengthening those problem-solving muscles. That's all the way I think about it. I think, you just keep working those muscles away and you get them stronger. So that's what I continue to do. So I did that today, which was really enjoyable. Time went really quickly, as always, because I love it, and I find it a joy, and I find it a lot of fun. I could literally do them, for a long time, but I don't have the time. It's my day of rest. I can do that tomorrow, but probably I'll just continue to build on what I was doing today. So the other thing that I got up to is I started looking into Tailwinds, because I have an interest in Tailwind, and very interesting. So Tailwind, apparently, I did the Fireship sort of video to look at it, and I read a bit of the docs. Looks a little bit like Bootstrap, kind of in the way that it looks like in the way you label things, where you do like little abbreviations for things and that sort of thing. But from the explanation that they gave, is it something like, so you have the things I was talking about yesterday, like styled components and material UI and chakra UI, and then you have CSS. And what they're saying is that Tailwind falls in between those. So it's not, out of the box and like, just ready to go and, sort of stuck in a certain way. And it's also not like where you could just do anything, sort of the in-between phase. So I'm really intrigued by Tailwind CSS. So I might use some of it this week, maybe on some project that I'm doing, just to give it a go, just to give it a spin, just to try it out. Because at the moment I've been using CSS BEM and I've been using Chakra UI mostly, some styled components, but Tailwind looks really interesting. It seems like it's something that's really in demand, so I'm interested in finding out more. So whatever the case, guys, that's me today. Problem solving, code wars, really just trying to keep myself job ready and just keep my JavaScript sharp, keep my my Postgres SQL sharp, things like that. Maybe I'll spin up a back end tomorrow. Don't know. Maybe I'll build on the knowledge of my hackathon and keep that going and widen that out. I'll make a plan tomorrow. But for today is a continuing day of rest. I'm going to go spend some time with family. And but I wanted to update you on what I've been up to today. So whatever the case, guys, mucho love to all of you, my coding brothers and sisters. Keep up the good work. Stay consistent. Don't give up. Just keep showing up. Keep showing up. Keep taking right action. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. I'm telling you. I'm telling myself and I'm telling you. You can do this. You can learn to code. It isn't out of your scope of things. You can do this. Keep it up. Keep going. You got this. Anyways, guys, until next time, keep calm. Code on.